So good morning, guys. We are filming today. It's July 3rd. Beautiful Friday morning. It's actually, we're kind of in a heat wave, so this is unusual for us here in the Northeast. But we wanted to show you one of our rituals, which is a morning walk. When Raj and I have days off together, obviously we have the weekends off, but rarely do we have a weekday off together, and it's Friday. And so we thought we'd take you guys on our morning walk. So it's very picturesque here. And it's a little after 8 in the morning, 8:30. You'll hear some birds chirping as we walk along. It's supposed to be really hot. Hi, good morning. So this place over here, and this particular neighborhood right here, I grew up around here, so I know these places really well. This is what used to be called Luigi's Flower Shop. One of the oldest greenhouses in Belfast. I'm not sure what they're doing now. I don't see any plants inside. It's been around for a long time. So yeah, as you can see, just
it's a flower.
Yeah, and here
The raspberries.
These are raspberries that are
They're
still growing. Mm-hmm. And so, like I said, I grew up in this neighborhood just one street down. We're currently on Cedar Street, but I grew up on Court Street, which is the next street down. And growing up, we knew where all the berry places were. You know, we'd pick blackberries and raspberries. I don't think people really cared either. You know, no one yelled at us. Some pretty flowers. I wish my flower identification skills are better. Maybe during the editing process we can figure out what those are and then put it up on the screen. Yeah, we love hearing the birds chirping, talking. I wonder how they like the heat as well. I mean, it's tough on us. I'm sure it's tough on them as well. Hopefully people are filling up their bird baths. And so it's 76 degrees, and we're mostly in the shade here. There's a beautiful tree. I'm not sure what the species name is, but okay, we're crossing here. It's like the crosswalk on the Beatles, looking down. And again, guys, it's Friday morning. It feels like a Saturday, but it's Friday, which is nice.
Right, this walk is brought to you by...
And this walk is sponsored by our favorite coconut drink, Vita Coca, which is actually made in the Philippines. Well,
this one is...
It says, yeah, it's a product of the Philippines, but it's shipped out of New York City. But we love Vita coconut.
Vita Coco is Vita Coco. So.
Anyway, it's as good as we get for Boko here.
Right.
But it's nice to drink on a hot day like today. Just to have something. So you can hear a crow to my right. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, we haven't vlogged in a while. That's why we wanted to show this walk. You know, it's been a while for us. Yeah, life's been busy. I've been busy with work, my wife's been busy, and we haven't been traveling much. But we plan to do more videos this summer. There's the Stars and Stripes for tomorrow's 250th anniversary of the birth of the United States. So kind of an interesting celebration coming up tomorrow. That's another reason why we wanted to film today, to show you guys, so you can hear some birds chirping. And I'll say this, guys, about vlogging, because I mean, it's so much easier to vlog when you're in a foreign country, especially the Philippines. People are more conscious of their privacy here, so it's a little different in that sense. But whatever, we're just gonna roll with it. No pun intended. So yeah, lots of pretty birds. And so you'll probably see, I mean, this is a pretty low-key town, but a lot of people probably are having today off because the holiday's on a Saturday. Very aromatic flowers. Maybe we could take our bird app out just so we can identify. So Raja's going to activate the this one right here. Let's see what this one is. Oh fuck, what's going on? I forgot how to zoom, hon.
I think there's a tap. Oh, dog. No.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay, that bird right there has a beautiful song, and Raj is gonna see if she can identify it with her Merlin. So it looks like a gray catbird, and there's also a song sparrow. So we're gonna use this app. But yeah, gray catbird, very pretty song.
That's a great catbird. And we got American goldfinch.
And we'll key in on them when they're really loud and can...
That's a song sparrow?
Nice. So yeah, we'll just leave the app open and let you guys know what we're hearing for birds here, because they're really, really pretty.
Yeah, song sparrows.
Nice.
You can see, you can hear them.
And if you see a new one, hon, maybe you can call it out.
I'd put it down.
Actually, I want to film this giant elm tree to the right, which is super cool. Most of these streets were lined up with these giant elm trees that I'm showing right now. Sadly, before Dutch elm tree disease wiped out most of them, there's a few relics left, like that one. But most of them have been cut down, or they've just died over time. I'll see if I can find a picture online to show you what it looked like before the demise of the beautiful elm trees. So yeah, there's a little breeze, but yeah, it's hot. Huh?
Yes. It's like the Philippines.
Yeah, it definitely feels definitely tropical air mass here.
Humid.
Very humid, hot. Mainit for our Filipino viewers out there.
Yes.
Very mainit, especially this early in the morning. But yeah, we love coming on these morning walks. It's just so nice. We knew it was going to be warm, but we decided to go with it. Just to show you guys. So the total walk distance is right around 2 miles. You know, that's a pretty good walk for us in the morning. Get the blood flowing, the juices flowing. We had breakfast earlier, so we did bring water for hydration. So that sounds like a song sparrow. My ornithology skills are not up to par, but the Merlin bird app definitely helps. Here's another tree, and I just want to show
how big it is.
How big it is, and this is we can let's just go down this way, hon. So this is another example of the Dutch elm trees here. Although I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. Actually, it might be an oak based on the leaves. I think it is an oak actually, but this thing's a monster, really. It's one of the biggest trees. Using Raj as a scale. It's just, you know, it's a monster. So big. So cool.
I think they have the other branch.
Yeah, I mean they've trimmed some stuff down on it. So yeah, right in the sun. Maybe we should go back up where it's less exposed. We like staying in the shade. So yeah, this is definitely one of the biggest trees in Belfast. Huge, humongous. Just to give you an idea again how big it is. I'm not sure if Belfast is a tree city, but it should be. You can hear some doves in the background. And so you do see these types of signs for birders.
QR codes.
QR codes, which probably are more like linked to street maps, probably. You know, talking about different bird species you might see along the way. Some interesting granite posts.
What is this about?
Oh. I always touch the top of those when I walk by, so. Yeah, I mean, it's nice having these shade-lined sidewalks here. There's another bird, hon. Can we identify this one?
That's a long beak, right?
Oh. He flew off. A couple weeks ago, we were taking the same walk and we heard cardinals. One cardinal was just like up on the telephone wire looking down at us, checking us out. It was pretty cool. Yeah, so it's big election cycle coming up this fall. So we'll see we might see some political signs. And I love this just lush vegetation here. Inside, sort of a mix of different plants, some shrubs. And so we're coming up on Salmon Street, and we're going to take a left up here. This beautiful shrub here. Let's cross here. So yeah, we're pretty excited, guys. July 3rd, 250-year birthday of the United States. Crazy. And you know, I would say overall it's kind of a controversial birthday, but I don't want to regress too far into that. Let's try to focus on this beautiful street walk. Yeah, so a lot of times you'll see at the local power company, they'll make sure the trees stay trimmed around the wires. And we love this street as well, even though it is super hot right now on the asphalt. Excuse me. So yeah, you can smell, there's a lot of olfactory hues on this walk. You can smell a lot of different flowers, which just adds to the enjoyment. And then here to my left is a little trail, and when I was growing up it was called Birdland. It was just you know, we used to ride our bikes through here on our way to the park pool, for example. So here it is, the remnants of Birdland. But there's some houses back there. I mean, I still think it exists, but it's changed. And then we would kind of snake our way through these houses. This was back in the 1980s. People just didn't care, you know, like their kids were running around everywhere. You know, we didn't have cell phones. We certainly didn't have cameras. There's another example of a beautiful tree here with a pretty good sized girth. This thing's a monster. And so this one has this one's tag 791. And I just want to show this sign, which I think is cool. Okay, so yeah, we're getting closer to a main avenue. I can see a postal truck way up ahead. They're working today, but they have tomorrow off. Deservedly so, they work hard. And then you can't see it, and I'll show it as we get closer, but we can see the bay further off, and as we get closer, we're basically headed towards the ocean now. We're headed towards the bay. I don't think it's going to be that much cooler, but it'll be nice to show you guys. So we're coming up on another crosswalk, and it's kind of interesting. Cars, the law is that cars are supposed to stop, but some cars don't. They'll just keep driving. So we'll see who plays nice. I think we're just going to go for it. Let's just stay over on this side for now. It's shadier on this side. So yeah, a little breeze, feels good. There's a big coniferous tree. I'm not sure what it is. It's a spruce or balsam fir. I'm not sure exactly, but again, Belfast has great variety of trees. can see the bay way off in the distance. And again, we're going to get closer to it. Go ahead, let's keep walking. Let's cross here. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the mail system here in the US, this is our local mail trucks. They deliver mail to us every day. We love them. We love our local mail people, the delivery people, as well as the people that work in the facilities. They don't get enough credit, really. We love them and respect them. So big shout out to the USPS. Hi. Good morning.
Stay cool.
I know, right? You gotta embrace it. So we're coming up on Bayview Street. We're gonna take a left here. I'm actually gonna see if I can walk underneath this hump. So this is a sidewalk that's kind of grown over. I never see people walking through here, and I'm crouched really low. But I wanted to give you guys and see they put up things to hold the branches. Very cool though, just sort of a little tunnel here. Pretty cool. So we're hearing more birds, and these guys have beautiful flowers. Very pretty. You hear more birds.
So that was like common grackle.
Common grackle, yeah.
And then you can also hear the cardinal.
Nice. Yeah, I think that was the cardinal. That was the cardinal.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the cardinal there. Yeah, so we're on Bayview Street now. I think, people are out early just because it's going to get so hot. In literally like an hour, it'll be too hot. Hi, good morning.
We bought this house in 2015. We lived in Belfast.
Flowers, pretty flowers. With pollination. Yeah, nice breeze here. Just kind of comes and goes. Yeah, it feels good. Nice little breeze. And I knew we'd get some breezes down here, closer to the water. And once we get up to the Belfast Commons, you'll be able to see the how pretty it is by the ocean and some of the views there. So a good friend of mine grew up in this neighborhood. So we would sled down here and run around. It's one of those things where you spend a lot of time at your friend's house and then you learn their neighborhood as well. I just don't think kids in today's world experience much of that. They're just too locked into their devices.
Well, the world has changed.
The world has changed, but I think our world was better in that sense. There was more connectivity. So here's remnants of probably an old elm tree stump that is now being taken over by flowers. I mean, yeah, we should be on the sidewalk, but
Did you think it was hot or cold?
hi, good morning.
Oh, I thought it was nice. Did you leave? Was it on all night?
Morning.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I left it on or you left it.
No, I turned it on. I'm leaving it on 78. They don't want it to be cold.
Some more birds chirping. There's another elm tree up there. Just super rare. Hot, huh? Nice little solar array on that house. Getting some solar energy today. Great time of year for it. And there used to be a house here. Now it's just some small apple trees, maybe cherry trees. I'm not sure what they are. But look how lush it is here, guys, on the side. Touch me not. Forget what those other little yellow flowers are called. These guys. Again, nice little breeze. You want to stay on this side or go to the shady side? Can you see what kind of bird that is, huh? Let's go on the shady side. Okay, we're looking. Unknown location. Okay, we get another gray catbird. That's the dominant bird that we can hear up here.
So that's a good one. American robin.
We get an American robin, which we have robins all around our place. But yeah, the gray catbird. Very pretty call. Kind of
That's a robin.
not the prettiest name, but a very pretty bird song. We're going to stay on the shady side. And we'll film people's flowers because they're so pretty. These guys. These guys.
Mhm.
Nice breeze here, really nice. Well, there's a great shot of the harbor in between some sailboats out there, and I'll zoom in for you guys. See some sailboats, line of sailboats. But I feel like the quality diminishes when you zoom in. Whenever you zoom in, the quality diminishes, so it's better to zoom out. So we're getting closer to the Belfast Commons. Things will open up there. I'll talk a little bit more about that site. I don't think we filmed it before. It's a beautiful site though. Morning. Hi. So yeah, the breeze feels good, huh, honey?
Yeah.
It's a cool Maine flag. Coming up with some beautiful flowers up here. Very nice. Nice and vibrant. Nice ones here as well. So people love gardening here in the summer, in the warm months. It's a great time to... It's been a little dry. We had a pretty wet spring. It's starting to dry up a little bit. Another great display here. And you can drink my coconut water if you need it. Okay, so we're at the end of Bayview Street and we're gonna show you the Belfast Commons, which is pretty cool. Get a little reprieve from the sun here.
There's
Huh? You need to use the bathroom? So there's a few tents left over from last weekend's Arts in the Park. We came down here and there were tons of artists from all over selling their art, paintings, cutting boards, you know, crafts, different artisans. Hi. It's a great shot of the bay over there. Here's a nice view of the Commons. And I'll just show you the, so this is Belfast Commons. And this used to be an industrial site. There used to be a giant chicken processing facility here. And implemented back in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s. And they, the fine people at MB&A essentially took care of the cost and then donated the land back to the city. And now we have this beautiful green space called the Belfast Common. And this is a stage where on Thursday nights they have live music. And literally thousands of people come down here and dance, and it's pretty cool, really. Here's a shot of the harbor. So you can see the lawn's looking a little dry, you know, like we haven't been getting a lot of rain. We did in the spring, you know, we've had rain, but it's starting to dry up a little bit. So across the harbor, I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. You can see Young's Lobster Pound, which is iconic for Belfast. They're pretty busy in the summertime. But yeah, it's just nice to have this this green space. Like I said, there were hundreds of artists down here last weekend. This whole commons was lined up with tents, these tents like this that you see here, and they were selling selling their wares. And that's another cool thing about Belfast in the summertime, is the arts in the park. Okay, we're going to climb up this little staircase here. So here you can see more vegetation along the edge here. There's a nice walking path, so if you do come down, you'll be able to see the music. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Gives you a nice vantage point of the commons. So that's the stage we just looked at. Some of the tents. Yeah, it's super nice here. Kind of drying up a little bit, huh?
I might have to go back to the car.
Yep, we're gonna head back. Still have that other coconut water?
Yeah.
I just want to show you guys how pretty it is behind. And there is a rail trail. I know I shot a video of the rail trail, but it begins over there at the boathouse and extends all the way out to the head of tide. So it's pretty cool. It's akin to the Esplanade if you're from Iloilo City. It's kind of like our version of the Esplanade. Begins here in town and then extends all the way out to the head of tide. Pretty cool. I might do a video from the boathouse all the way out at some point. Okay, let's cross. Are you gonna do your reverse walking, huh?
I'll try. Yeah, shit, it's 7.
Always likes to get a little workout in here,
Yeah.
walking up the hill backwards. So warm.
Nice view.
Yep. More great views. The harbor.
You should buy some.
Want to rest in the shade? Or maybe up here, yeah. This building here to the right is the farmer's market. They're open on Saturday and they offer different ethnic foods, fresh produce. It's pretty cool. It's usually very busy every Saturday here, like no place to park. It's very hard to find parking. So we're going to take a little break here and sit in the shade. Maybe do some hydration. Oh. Give you another panoramic shot here on the corner of Spring Street, and I'm not sure what this street is.
Miller.
Miller, yeah. No, this is Spring, honey.
Dad, this is Miller. This is where we used to live.
Oh,
The spring
my
is over
bad.
there.
Miller. This is Miller Street. And again, this used to be an industrial part of Belfast, but it's not that anymore. Okay guys, I'm getting a low bat, so I'm going to change the battery out and be right back with you. Okay guys, we had our little recharge / water break. And so earlier I mentioned how, you know, this was a former industrial site and they did process chickens, so it's cool. Local artists created this bird sort of as a tribute to what Belfast used to be, an industrial hub of chicken processing and sardine processing and baked potato processing. So there were a lot of mixed industries, mostly blue collar type stuff. Oh, nice. Maybe we should buy soap there. And so from here we're going to zigzag our way back to the car. And if you've seen our other videos where we did the Belfast Ice Festival, we've done some other, here's another chicken, probably there's chickens all around this place. There's another one up there on the corner. So here's a cool little house right on the corner here. Beautiful flowers, some small cedar trees. Here's another view of the farmer's market. There's virtually no clouds in the sky today, so Maine. So hot today. Okay, so this apartment building is called McClintock Block. When I was growing up, it was called McClintock Block. Not sure what it's called today. It's different apartments here. And we're coming up on the some pretty flowers here. They look a little dry, but still pretty. And this is the another institution here in Belfast, the Belfast Laundromat. You can hear the dryer vents here. Some artwork here. I know. What happened? Okay, we made it back to downtown. See all the brick buildings. We gotta cross here, hon. Should we cross? Yeah, let's cross now. We like to jaywalk in our town. Sometimes it's easier to jaywalk than walk all the way to the crosswalk. So this is heading up Beaver Street. Gonna head our way back towards the car now. We should have had breakfast here in town.
I do what Tracy's doing.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of cool things going on in Belfast in the summertime. They have a Shakespearean festival. local actors and playwrights get together and come up with these super cool little festivals and things. This is called the Hafer Block, another historic building here in Belfast. It's been recently refurbished. And then to my right, this place called the Gothic, which is now a sushi bar. Still pretty cool. And then I've shown you guys, you've seen our older videos. We're now at the Post Office Square. I don't know if they're open today, unless it's slow right now. I think they're open because the mail, well, we saw the mail dude.
Yeah.
And here's another view of the Hafer Block. Pretty cool building. And this is our U.S. Post Office and Custom House. Yeah, they're open. Okay, this is the last little walk. So we're gonna end the video here, guys. We're almost at the car, so thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed our Friday morning walk here in Belfast. Any parting words, honey?
Like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe. Well said. Well, thank you so much, and happy birthday, America, tomorrow, 250 years. See you on the next one.